this is a continuation. This is the story that is writing itself. And it's about things that I hear, see. It's not the dreams. I have a whole different section for that. I'm not schizophrenic. I do have anxiety, but it's just basically, sometimes when you, when someone has, you think about something, let's say you're thinking about a person, and then the phone rings. It's kind of like that. And so I just write it down. And sometimes it's, anxiety, fear. I think that could be a small part of it, a good part of it. But I just write it down anyway, because sometimes some of the stuff has come true, which was discussed about the penny in July of the story that is writing itself. So I'm going to be starting with August. My friend had a dream that I was sucking on a 6-prong power strip and got electrocuted and died. My friend came home and found me dead on the floor. Something the cord of the boombox really tight. Part of this, he says that I was photocopying my hand over and over again. Okay, so my friends, this is a longtime friend. My friend knows that I document my dreams, and his girlfriend, and I've known him since I was 19. Or was it 18? I think it was 18 actually. But anyway, so they know that I have dreams. I don't think he knows that I document them. But anyway, and sometimes I have another friend who had dreams of my dreams. And I think he knew the web or the blog, but I don't know if he ever looked it up. But they're just kind of different. They're not exactly the same, but similar. So anyway, so why? I don't know. I mean, that sounds like a painful way to go, to put a 6-prong power strip and then got electrocuted. Why would anybody, that sounds like a painful way to go. And so what is, and they found me on the floor dead. So what is interesting is that he was saying I was photocopying my hand over and over again. I don't know why it would be my hand, but there are things that have happened in the dream, Blue Girl's Dream Journals, that I've documented. The things happen like over and over again. And I just had that. And I think it's going to be in here. I'm not sure. But, so I don't know what that's about. But my friend has no idea about that. He has no clue of that. I don't know if it's an error or what it is. And sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know what it is. I just know that it keeps repeating. So far I'm still in August 2022. So far I've been experiencing several sold out, canceled, today assessment, force. He'll get away with it. He will yell at the wrong person. It is written all over your face. Train, Mendota, okay, then I put Mendota Heights, something, for waiting list. Oh, and there was something else that I forgot to mention. I'll finish this here. So train, that was actually in a dream that I had. And I was sitting down in the office here in my apartment complex, and there was 2 women, and there were a train, and I thought it was a choo-choo train, but it was I think it was supposed to be train, like in give me a job, train me on something. But anyway, what I meant to mention is that about being found on the door, or about being found on the floor dead. Okay, so fast forward to 2025, where I'm living now, my apartment. I guess the person was here for like almost 10 years, 5 to 10 years. If I would have known that, I wouldn't have probably moved in, because that's like to me that's like a death sentence. And that's just. So anyway, that's way too long. So anyway, for me. But anyway, so I was told that the person who lived here before, she had to go into some place. I don't know if it was rehabilitation or somewhere, I'm not sure, or a nursing home, because most of the people here are older than me. I'm one of the actually younger people. But then this one guy told me that, oh, they found her on the floor dead. And I was like, so I don't know if he was confused or not. And they're supposed to report or tell you if somebody died in here. But that was weird. And then I had a vision of the book Metamorphosis. There's a man who, the guy and the character, he's in his apartment, and then one day he wakes up and and he's a bug. He metamorphosed into a bug. And so what happened is that he changed so much or whatever, they tried to help him or whatever and moved him to or whatever, and so what ended up happening is all this stuff was going on and around his apartment outside, and he eventually died on the floor because he's a bug. But anyway, so that's that. And there's also a relative mentioned train and where we grew up. So yeah, I am fascinated with trains. My form of transportation, I would rather take a train because I love trains. And so it was across the street from us, and we would have it like we'd hear it at night mainly. I mean, it was all the time, but I remember it was soothing to me. But like I said, I love trains because I like the nostalgia of it. But the trains are like, most of what I'm talking about is pretty old, but I don't know, it's just nice and relaxing. And one time I took a train trip it was on my bucket list to go from New York to Los Angeles. And I did that, and I was like, I think I flew in New York, and then I don't know how I got back from Los Angeles. But anyway, I was like one of the last people on the bus starting from the original destination. But it was something I wanted to do. And at the time, it was a little over $200 for one way. So that's what I did. Let's see here. You're going to run out of money, ask to leave, I don't have a choice, they are going to throw you out. See, it's like based on fear. Push, court, perjury, big baby, I don't have time for you. And what's weird is this is August 2022. And I'm seeing that again, I don't have time for you in 2025. Okay, so now I'm in September. Push, court, okay, yeah, sometimes I don't have two nickels to rub together program. I like it here. I don't know where that could be. I heard about a program that applied to a couple of months ago, okay? Someone is going to screw it up. They always do. Not always, but a good portion of the time. They have to move you Garnish, Russia. You're gonna have to move fast, voucher. I started thinking about the song YMCA. Also, I took a walk and had a handful of pennies to throw in water to make a wish. So later in the evening, I stumbled across a video of my favorite state in the USA. The video mentioned I could really use a wish right now. So October bombarded, I'm going to milk that cow as long as possible. They have no intention of helping me. Stand by. I'm not going to be here that much longer. I live in two worlds. Forewarned. Okay. So what I mean by living in two worlds is I sit here and there's my normal reality world, but then I have dreams, and I haven't had dreams. I had one last night, but I can't remember what it was. And they were more vivid and more frequent years ago, over a decade ago. It depends on what's going on. But, so I live in that world of reality, and then I live in this other world, the dream world. And then there's the story that is writing itself. This started happening about, in 2022. Most of the stuff that I get is in dreams, so I don't know why. So I decided to just start writing them down. I got the word end. And so sometimes the dreams can be very disturbing. I mean, I've had dreams where I've woken up screaming. And, but I mean, for the most part, they're like forewarning, and I'm constantly dodging things, day after day, month after month, year after year. And I don't know if that has been in my favor, because then I could have been blessed or something and not even know it. But it didn't start off that way. For 6 months, it was whatever, and then after that, anyway. So sometimes, it kind of can be a little too much or overwhelming, because people don't know about this whatever secret life or whatever that I have. Most people don't know about it, and so I prefer the dreams because they're more accurate. This stuff it could be based on, fear, but some of the stuff has come true. Like I predicted, well, not predicted, but I knew I was going to get sick, and that happened a year later to the date. So anyway, I can't read my own handwriting. Something, whatever, homeless somewhere else, go be homeless somewhere else. Okay, blackmail. Why would I say that? Turn her in. They're going to be looking for her. I know what this is about. Come get me. Truck. You're gonna hate it. This isn't going to work. They were too hard on you. Cabin. Alrighty. So I did August and September. Yeah, I think that's enough. How much do I have? Yeah, I think that'll be it. The other one was longer, but anyway, I think that's going to be it. And what did I cover? I'm not for sure if I mentioned August and September. That, most of the, it's weird. I wish I would have more dreams like I used to. Some of the dreams are kind of fun and interesting, but instead of this stuff, but I know what can I do? I just write it down. So as dreams are dormant, they've been dormant kind of for a while. So anyway, well, thanks for watching. The book book that is right in itself. And have a good day.